Hey, Kevin, this is Kerry. I'm going to jump right into the spreads. Um, I guess before I jump in there, you can look at the corn. Wheat has actually rejected its long term buy signal yesterday. Corn tested long term support yesterday at 348 half, and we're what 20 cents higher now on that. And soybeans rejected a secondary sell signal. So all the grains look positive right now, although there's some meaningful tests on the way up. But I guess I would just sort of underscore corn. Tested 348 half long term support yesterday. Low was 343 even. We put out a key reversal low, and in fact we followed through today on that. Um, but beyond that, I'm just going to do the spreads right now because you have everything else. I'm trying to think. Cattle mustered a rally early, but pushed through that 110.82 long-term support level, which is now resistance, but certainly closed back below it. New low settlement. Everything looks weak for live cattle right now, and unless it can muster some sort of a rally between now and the end of day Friday, it shifts into a secondary long-term sell mode into later summer, as you're well aware. Um, Crude oil's testing longer term support. By that I mean mid-term support able to contain selling through June. Has been testing it for several days. If we close below channel support in the crude oil letter in the 60 handle, it's a good go with to the downside, in my opinion, where we can look for puts. Um, just kind of scrolling through here. The S&P essentially tested long-term support today and rallied nicely off of it. Um, and above which remain bullish into the third quarter. But if we close below the 2790s, I think it's 96 half I have today. You could see on the letter, the market actually turned south into June trade. Um, let's take a look at, and you've got my gold and 30-year letters as well with the audio recordings. So I'm just going to do the spreads right now. June AUG live cattle, you're familiar with this. This level at 237, you've got that today. 237 half is the support. It's probably in reach today. It is an area that can absorb selling really into June expiration. Now, if we close below it, yeah, we have the speed line here, but I'm not crazy. You could get hoodwinked. Somebody could get hoodwinked. If we close below 237 half today, we can get down to just call it 2 point even within a day or two. Um, you know, what I don't like about the speed line right now is that if we closed even below this old low at 217 half, the speed line's basically saying, yeah, I understand we have a couple of really significant sell signals, but I'm going to capture the lows anyway. That's why I'm sort of backing off the speed line and emphasizing 237 half as our support, the level we need to hold above if this market's going to turn then higher back into that $5 plus area within a number of weeks. If we close below 237 half, I do think this area is possible by June expiration, which is the 0.200 low from about a year ago. Okay? August, October. Oh, we did settle above this formation. Now this is likely at 1.075. It's at, yeah, still 1.075. And this is still really 0.075 support. So we have a buy signal in the AUG-OC spread that should yield up here, this area, 1 point plus over the next, I'm going to say several weeks, but it could be by the end of next week, perhaps. All right. If we close back below this structure, bear with me here. I'll give you a confirmation sell signal here would be below here. Bear with me. All right. So we're bullish above 0.075 and we turn bearish below negative 0.225. And if that happens, then expect this channel bottom again at 0.950. I think that's negative, isn't it? Not much to go with there, really. I mean, in all reality, if we settle below negative 0.225, you don't have much left, I suppose. Is that worth it? It's closing below negative 0.225. It's 3/4 of a point. But right now we're bullish about 0.075. August, October. October, December. Sideways here for the last couple of days. This area remains area remains the ceiling. 375, 325. If we see this today, it's a good sale. It's also the upward pivot into June. Until then, this chart, this channel bottom down here is likely. I'm just going to put negative 5.00. Even though we're not there today, we will be here in a couple of days. All right, nothing to do right now except sell this rally in here and perhaps buy this channel structure down here. And the truth is today it's at, I'll just put the correct number for today. DSFAB. Once again, testing this extreme channel structure. But I don't like this as support, despite the fact it's been holding. I just... 675. I don't know what to do here. I don't think there's anything to do here. Nothing really. There's nothing here really, I think, worth pursuing unless we rally back into this area. Yeah. DSFAB. June, October. Okay, we are holding this. That's still 2.675. This is 4.475 now. And now that we've tested that channel top, this area is in reach by the end of next week. And if we get above it, then we're looking for this. Okay? If we close below 2675, then expect this speed line once again, 1.550. So we're really kind of in this 1 to 2 week stair step. Above this equals this, below this equals that. I think it's good for near-term plays. There's nothing long-term here to do, but it's good for the 1 to 2 week position trade. And at this point, it would be bullish or long above this number, 2675, 4475 in reach by the end of next week. Almost a 2-point play. August, December. Still holding this area. It's really the same, 425 to 325. Still the same support region. And above which this upper area is in reach. I'm just going to say the speed line at 2975. And this is the bigger of the two. So, that's a negative number, by the way. Holding above this, we should at least reach this, if not this, over the next week or two. October, Feb. Channel structure still holding. This is today's support. Resistance. So this is a 2-point play, right? Yeah. Yeah. Support, resistance. 1.5 points. So that's some viable support and a sell signal with settlement below. Holding above it, that 845, expect 670 probably by the end of next week, which can contain weekly buying pressures, is also a nice little pivot point into June trade. So we'll keep an eye on this if we settle above it for sure. That takes care of the live cattle. Let's jump into the June AUG lean hog spread. Once again, testing this channel top, negative 1.800. Close above is bullish. I don't see any other way about it. We could get it back up to this high again. Of course, we could stop anywhere along the way, but I like this as a buy signal. So I think this is this should be an actionable situation here, especially if we close above it. I don't know about selling it. It does look pretty damn relentless, which is one of the reasons that if settled above, I like the idea of going long. The next few weeks could see this 2.12, and that's negative 1.80. So that's about a 3-point play, or roughly thereof. Holding below this 1.80, we have all kinds of stuff here between negative 4.575 and this old speed line here at 250. That is our big support. It's not going to happen today, but if by the end of next week we get down here, this is a good area to buy into. It's also a downward pivot point into June trade. All right, there's the June AUG. August, October, lean hogs. Right back at this channel structure here. Getting a little crazy. This area is, I almost want to get rid of this and just call it this. 6.375550. That's the support, and above which we've got this little hurdle here, of course, 9075, but really 10.250, and that is a 4-point play down here, roughly, not quite, 3.5, let's call it, if it gives us a chance to buy it. This is also a downward pivot point into June. So if we close below 6375, look out below. That's August, October. October, December. Still holding this trend line. This channel structure is 1450 now. I still don't like this spread below 3.925. Despite the fact this trend line is holding, I do believe that holding below this, we should reach this channel bottom. Let's take another cut at a possible buy signal if you want to buy this October Dece. I think that's your first real opportunity. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, this channel structure actually lines up with this oh, that's no longer a 50%, sorry. So, I don't know. It's a tough one. I think I'd like to buy this spread with a settlement above this level here, actually. It's pretty classic. You're going to have some trouble here, perhaps. Yeah, damn it. I don't know. It's one of those situations where, you're not sure. This is really the more important, I guess. Damn it. But you know, these levels, I don't even know if we're going to reach them. We did have a sell signal by closing back below here a few days ago, and this formation 1450 is likely. July, October. Once again, test the speed line. 7.050. Here's another one that's getting close. I like the idea of buying above this speed line just because it's held a couple of times. If we close above it today, this, see, the more I look at these charts, the more I can get frustrated. No, take that back. I think this is the key area, 475. It's actually that, 450. A stair step once again. I don't know, there's no real clear. You know, there's a case to be made that buying the speed line, you get to the next speed line, which is now at 12,150. But you also have a channel top at 945 even that coincides with all of this stuff. You know, so I don't know. We could talk about this if you're interested in pursuing the July, October, but August Dees. August Dees. This is that 2-4 thing, and we've got. I'm just going to get rid of that. You know, did we try buying this? I can't remember. Well, I'll put it this way. This thing is. I'll tell you where I would buy this. Right in here. I mean, a settlement above, rather. That's what I meant. I think that would be a pretty good situation because, you know, you're getting back above all this. You're closing above this high. That's a good buy signal. Until then, this is an area to sell. So the inverse of that is sell a rally into this 1327 to 14 even area and buy it above 14 even. And where, you know, on the way down, this trend line at 792, and you got a channel bottom at 482. These are all, you know, likely targets below this area here. October Feb. Oh, this is that one that held that speed line that no longer exists anymore. I'm going to take this out too. I do not like the illiquid nature, the look of this particular spread. God dang it. There it is. I don't know what to do with this thing here. I mean, 1.175. And this doesn't exist anymore either. Could do some speed line work. Yeah, I don't know. I say you could buy it above 1.175. This is a spread that has like a lot of elasticity, you know. You get above this channel structure, you know. I know you got a speed line up here in the 5s. And that's like a 4-point play within a very short period of time. But, you know, until then, this is a heavy spread. You know. Gosh dang it. Trend line. We can talk about this if you like. Getting lost here. Anyway, I don't know if this conjured up any ideas for you, but we can certainly talk in the morning. All right. I'll have a good evening. We'll talk soon.